Good morning everyone. In the previous session of Management of Financial Services, I explained about the remaining concepts of financial system and then I explained about the difference between money market and capital market. Today I am going to give you an overview of money market. In this topic I am going to explain what is money market, what are the definitions of money market, features and the various types of money market. Okay, so let us begin with the meaning and definition of money market. So, in the difference between money market and capital market, I explain what are the some features or elements of money market. So, what is actually money market? Now, money market is a market for short-term loans or short-term financial assets. Now, what does short-term means? Short-term here means that the maturity period of these loans and financial assets are less than 1 year, less than 365 days. Clear? Maturity period means within the time period within which the loan amount needs to be paid back to the lender from the borrower. So, the maturity period of the financial assets or the loans is less than 1 year. That's why it is considered as a short-term financial market or money market is a market for short-term loans and short-term financial assets. Now, it does not deal with money. It deals with mere substitute of money. Mere substitute means all those financial assets which can be easily converted into cash without any kind of transaction cost or without any kind of loss. Now here transaction cost means when you purchase or sell any kind of financial asset, it includes a certain type of cost like the commission of the broker or the commission of the institution through which transaction has taken place. But in case of money market, there are no middlemen in it, there are no institutions, there are no brokers. So there is no commission, there is no transaction cost, and whatever amount is fixed, that is repaid by the borrower to the lender and with that they add a certain amount of interest. Now that amount of interest is fixed by the borrower and lender while entering into the agreement. So that is money market. Money market means short market for short-term assets and short-term loans. And short-term here means the maturity period is less than 1 year. Now here, like I said, it does not have any fixed place like stock exchange. In capital market or in any other market, there is a institution, there is a place through which transactions can take place. But here, in money market, the transaction can take place between a borrower and a lender either through a phone call or through an email or something like that. There is no fixed place where lenders and borrowers come together to do the transaction. So it does not have a fixed place. It deals with short-term loans or short-term financial assets. Okay. Now it may include certain kinds of institutions like DFHI, that is Discounted Finance House of India. Now this house is specifically created to boost the money market, to do the dealings of the money market and to provide liquidity to the money market so that there is an ample amount of liquid assets or financial assets in the money market so the transaction can be more and more easier. Clear? So DFHI is an institution which is situated only to boost up the money market, boost up the operations of money market and create a secondary market for further transaction. Okay, so this is the basic meaning of money market. Now let us discuss the definitions of money market. So first definition is given by Crawford. Now according to him, it is a home of various firms and institutions assets. So according to him, it is a home means more than one institution or more than one firm or individuals are involved as borrowers and lenders to deal with short-term loans or short-term financial assets. So this definition is given by Prothor. Okay. Now here it says that it does not deal with only one type of financial instrument or one type of financial asset. They deal with variety, grades of financial instruments and assets. So according to Prothor, money market is a place where there are many number of firms, individuals and institutions who deal with variety or grades of financial assets and financial instruments. Okay. So another definition is given by RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India. Now Reserve Bank of India has said that this is a place where short-term loans or financial assets can be traded. Short-term financial assets can be traded, and it also said that it facilitates exchange of money for financial claims. Means you can purchase and sell financial assets by giving a certain amount of money. That's depend upon the rate of the financial asset in primary market as well as in secondary market. So here RBI has simply said that money market is a market for short-term loans, for short-term financial assets, and it also facilitates the exchange of money for any kind of financial claim or any kind of financial assets, and it can be bought and sold in primary market as well as in secondary market. So primary market here means when initially an asset is introduced, when it is repurchased and resold in the secondary market. So primary market is a market where only first time an asset is issued, and in the secondary market the purchasing and selling, the further purchasing and selling of financial assets take place. So it says that it facilitates the exchange of money for financial claims or financial assets in both primary market and secondary market. So this is the definition and meaning of money market. Now I am going to explain what are the various features of money market. So now we are going to discuss some of the important features of money market which makes it different from capital market, or some of the important elements of money market. So the first feature of money market says that obviously it deals with short-term loans and short-term financial assets. So it is a market where short-term loans are provided to the borrowers by the lenders, or short-term or financial assets are bought and sold. Now here short-term is specifically mentioned because it is a market where the maturity period is less than 1 year. So the maturity period of a financial asset or a loan is less than 1 year. Now here it is also mentioned that the individuals, the institutions which have a certain amount of surplus which they can provide as loan for a short time period get involved in the money market transactions. So that's why it is said that one of the most important feature of money market that it deals with short-term loans and short-term financial assets. Now the second feature of money market says that the maturity period is year. Less than 1 year means there are certain instruments which have maturity period of some days, like 14 days, like 3 months or 21 days. So maturity period of any loan or any financial asset is always less than 1 year, always less than 365 days. Now let us discuss the third feature of money market. The third feature says that it deals with those assets which are easily converted into cash. Now assets here means financial assets. Easily converted into cash. Easily converted into cash means it does not take much time period to convert the financial asset into cash. So it deals with highly liquid assets. Highly liquid assets means it can be easily converted into cash without taking much time, without getting involved much time period. So the conversion period is very less, and it is one of the important feature of money market. So it deals with all those financial assets, all those instruments which can be easily converted into cash within a less time period. Okay. Now let us discuss the fourth feature of money market. Now here the transaction usually takes place between the borrower and the lender through a phone call or email or even any kind of fax or something. So these are the various methods through which the transaction takes place. These are the medium through which a transaction take place. Now, like I have already said, that money market does not have a fixed place where borrowers and lenders will come together and then get involved in transaction. Here the transaction takes place through a phone call. Now, in that phone call, they can discuss about the amount of money to be taken as loan. What is the time period within which the money has to be paid? What is the interest amount which is to be paid by the borrower? So all these things are discussed on a phone call. And other kind of written documents or any kind of other processes can be taken place after negotiation takes place between the lender and the borrower. So through a phone call they will negotiate about the terms and conditions of the loan, and after that whatever paperwork is there, it can be done afterwards. So basically the transaction takes place through a phone call or through an email or any kind of other medium like fax or something else. So these are the four important features of money market. Now let us discuss the fifth. So the fifth feature of money market is it does not consist any brokers. Now broker here means they are the middlemen, or these are the people who make the negotiation between the borrower and the lender. But here in money market there are no brokers, there are no middlemen. The lenders and borrowers can directly communicate with each other. They can discuss about the terms and conditions of the loan or the financial assets. They can discuss about the rate of interest and then enter into the agreement. So it does not have any brokers, and because of this feature the conversion of financial asset into cash is done without any kind of transaction cost, because here transaction cost also involves commission paid to the broker. Because there are no brokers in the money market, there is no question of no question for commission, and there is no transaction cost. So money market does not have any middleman or broker. The transaction directly takes place within the transaction directly takes place between the borrowers and the lenders. Okay. Now let us discuss the sixth feature of money market. So the sixth feature says that it does not have a single market, or it is not a market, and those every money market, every type of money market deals with different types of financial assets. Like it has treasury bill market, it has call money, it has commercial bills. So these are the types of money market, and every type of money market deals with specific type of financial assets. So it is not a single homogeneous market, it is a combination of various types of money market which deals with various types of financial assets. So it basically here means not only one type of financial asset is not provided in the money market. Various types of financial assets are provided in the money market. So let us discuss another feature of the last feature of money market. The last feature says that it contains the institutions which are involved in this transaction or in the money market, or the composition of money market includes central bank, commercial banks, or even government. So these are the institutions, these are the constituents which provide financial assets to the borrowers. Government also provide financial assets in the form of treasury bills. Central bank is also involved, and commercial banks are also involved. So these are the main features of money market. Clear? Now I am going to explain what are the various types of money market, or what are the compositions of money market. Clear? There is a point which I missed while explaining the meaning of money market. Like I said, it is a transaction between the borrower and the lender. But who are the actual institutions who need short-term financing, or who want short-term financial assets, who want to invest in short-term financial assets? Now, usually these short-term loans are given to brokers. These are those people who need a certain amount of money in order to deal in stock exchange. It is also given to those institutions or those individuals who have to pay certain amount of money because of maturity of bills or bills of exchange. It is also provided to commercial bank to maintain the statutory liquidity ratio fund. So these are the people who want short-term finance, who want short-term loan from the money market. Now let us discuss the various composition or constituents, or various types of money market. So the first one here is call money market. Now call money market here simply means short-term loans, and anyone who requires a short-term loan can contact a lender, and they can negotiate about the amount of loan and the time period of maturity, as well as they can discuss about the interest. So here borrowers and lenders can directly contact with each other and then make a transaction. Now here it deals with extremely short-term loans, like the maturity period is around 14 days. So here the maturity period of the loans are 14 days. So it is an extremely liquid market. It deals with extremely liquid assets. So it involves all those loans or something which has a maturity period of less than 14 days. So it deals with extremely short-term loans. Clear? Now, like I said, there are no brokers in money market. The lenders and borrowers, they can communicate directly, and they can enter into a transaction, or they can get involved in a transaction. Now these loans are payable on demand of borrower or lender. Means it is payable on demand. Whenever it is required back by the lender, they can ask the borrower to repay the money, and the amount is they easily get it repaid also. At the same time, when the borrower needs a certain amount of money, they can get the money at any point of time from any lender. So like I said, the time period is around 14 days and it is extremely short term finance. It deals with extremely short term loans. Now, the feature that I said that it has what kind of institutions, what kind of people require this kind of extremely short term loan. Like I said, institutions like commercial banks, brokers who have to deal in stock exchange, commercial banks who have to maintain their statutory liquidity ratio fund. So these are the institutions or individuals who need extremely short term loans, and they get it from call money market. So these are the institutions who deal in extremely or who want extremely short term loans. Now another feature of this call money market is it does not have any transaction cost. It does not involve any transaction cost because brokers are not involved. Now, in the previous point I said the loans are given to the brokers as borrowers. They don't act as brokers in the money market. So that is the difference you all need to understand. So here loans are given, short-term loans are given to brokers, but they are regarded as borrowers, not as brokers. They do not act as a middleman in money market. So here that's why that is the reason because of which it does not have any transaction cost. These loans are repaid on demand and does not have any transaction. The next point here says that the transaction takes place through phone calls. So we can say that here transaction can either take place through phone calls, email or fax. So these are the medium through which transaction can take place. The borrowers and the lenders can communicate through phone calls. They can discuss about the terms and conditions of the transaction, the loan amount, the interest amount, the maturity period. Everything will be discussed on phone call or through email. And after that, whatever documents are supposed to be prepared, it can take place after the negotiation between the lender and the borrower. So this is another important feature of call money market. Now another feature is that now this transaction can be done directly between lender and borrower, or it can be done through DFHI, Discounted Finance House of India. So this discount here the transaction can be done directly between the lender and borrower, or they can do the transaction go through the DFHI, that is Discount and Finance House of India. So this DFHI is actually created to boost the money market. So it is up to the borrowers and lenders to either do the transaction directly or go through DFHI. Okay, so so these are the important features of call money market. Now we are going to discuss what type of transaction actually takes place in call money market. So the first type of transaction that takes place in call money market, it is first of all it is provided to commercial banks. It is the transaction that is take place, which means the loan is provided to commercial bank to meet, or in case they have deficit or any kind of loan payment, they require short-term loans. So here the first point says that it is provided to commercial banks to meet large payments within a short time period. If they have maturity period of certain loans and they don't have that large amount of money, they can borrow it from money market for short time period, which they will repay after certain days or after certain weeks. So here it says that it deals with the commercial banks take loan from call money market in order to make large payments, large loan payments, or in case of any kind of deficit. So the second point here says that stock brokers, like we have already mentioned, stock brokers are those people who also want short-term loans from call money market to do transaction in stock exchange, or if they have to pay a certain amount of money to other party. So stock brokers are also involved in call money market. They are also the people who require short-term loans, extremely short-term loans. So the third transaction or the third party which is involved in the transaction or who wants loan from the call money market is it provides loan to bill market. Bill market, or we can say that the people who deals in bill market and for the matured bills. Matured bills here means that suppose you have purchased an amount of money, you have purchased a large amount of goods and you didn't pay the cash amount. So you have purchased on credit, and on that basis the seller is going to draw a bill on the buyer. So the buyer or the borrower here in case have to pay the amount of money within a specific period of time. So when this period of time gets over, the maturity date comes, and if the person does not have the amount of money, he or she can actually borrow money from the money market for a short time period. So they can borrow that amount of money which they are supposed to pay to the seller, to the drawer of the bill. So to pay the matured bill, they can get money from the call money market. Okay, so the third party which deals with, or the third party which requires money from call money market are those people who get involved in bill market and those who have matured bills for payment, and at that moment they don't have that amount of money, so they can borrow it from the call money market for a very short time period. So the fourth point here says that, like I said, the transaction can either take place through directly or through DFHI. So DFHI is also involved in the call money market. If they have certain kind of financial problem, if they need a certain amount of money for a very short time period, they can also get it from call money market. Okay. Now let us discuss the last point here. The last point here says that the people who have very high status. Means here the individuals also can get money from call money market depending upon their reputation and status in the society, depending upon their financial position in the society. So individuals who have high status can also become participants, or they can also involve in the transaction in call money market. So these are the categories of people, these are the institutions or people who require money from call money market. Okay, so who are the actual participants? Who are the actual participants in call money market? So the participants, who are the actual participants? The participants can be divided into two categories. The first category have the permission to act as a borrower as well as lender. So they can act both as a borrower and lender. But in the second case, the second category, they only have the permission to act as a lender, not as a borrower. So these are the basic feature of call money market, and how the transaction takes place, who are the participants, and what are the features of call money market. In the next session, I am going to explain about the other three money market, that is treasury bill market, commercial bill market, and short-term loan market. So these are the four types of money market. Okay. So next class I will explain about the remaining types of money money market.